Can everyone hear me okay?
Yeah.
Sound is good? How about you guys up there in the nosebleed area? Good? All right then, let's get started. First of all, I would like to welcome all of you to my juggling assembly this morning. I'm really excited to be here. I'm Bill, the juggler. I started juggling when I was 11 years old. It all began when my family and I took a vacation in Florida. And while we were there, we went to a place called Circus World. And that's when I saw a juggler for the very first time. And I gotta tell you, I was amazed and really fascinated by everything that he was doing. So much so that I said to myself right then and there, I gotta learn how to juggle. So when I got back home, I taught myself how to juggle. And here I am 30 years later, loving juggling even more today than I did way back then when I first got started. Now, over the course of those 30 years, I've learned a lot of interesting things about juggling. One thing that I find to be very fascinating is the fact that juggling is actually a very ancient art form, which we believe started in Greece. It's really, really old. So with that being said, does anyone want to take a guess as to how many years old juggling is? How old do you think it is?
2000.
2000, you said? Okay, that's a good one. Okay, you with the earphones on, right there. How old do you think juggling is? 5,000, okay. How about you, right there? 100. All right, I'll take a couple more guesses. How about you? How old do you think it is? 1 million, all right. I'll take someone over here. Okay, how about you in the red shirt? How old do you think juggling is? 800? 300. All right, I'll take one final guess. Whoever I choose, make it a really good one, all right? Okay, right there in the blue shirt. How old do you think juggling is? 3,000, you said? Those are all really good guesses. Now, we know juggling is very old because many years ago, scientists actually discovered a Greek statue of a juggler. And through testing and whatnot, they were able to determine it was between 3,000 and 4,000 years old, which is a pretty long time, don't you think? Now, you need to keep in mind that thousands of years ago, jugglers did not have the kinds of juggling equipment we have available today. So as a substitute, they would have to resort to using a lot of homemade or primitive props. Rocks and stones. Oops. The sun got in my eyes.
I thought he would never drop one.
Rolled up balls of yarn or twine. Thank you. They would juggle with fruits and vegetables. Pears, oranges, apples, potatoes, tomatoes, carrots. Pretty much anything they could get their hands on. Thanks a lot, guys. Appreciate it. As time went on and juggling started to become popular in other parts of the world, you actually had people who would make their living going around from one town or country to another, where they would entertain kings, queens, and emperors with their juggling skills. Besides juggling, they would do other things also. Like sing songs, recite poetry, they would do acrobatics, backflips, handsprings, cartwheels, things of that nature. Now, the people who did those sorts of things were known as court jesters. I know you guys are very young and all, but by any chance, has anyone ever seen a picture of a court jester? Anyone? Anyone? You have?
There was an assembly in my during this in my summer camp where we got to see
Okay, for those of you who have never seen a picture of a court jester, they would dress up in funny looking costumes. They would wear like pointy looking hats and pointy looking shoes, bells on their shoes. I'm sure you guys have all seen clowns before, right? Yeah. As a matter of fact, today's clowns actually evolved from court jesters. They're very similar to one another. During the late 1800s, juggling finally became popular right here in the United States. And that whole period of time was known as vaudeville. A very famous juggler during those days was W.C. Fields. He was known as a tramp juggler because he would dress up like a bum and wear shabby looking clothes. He was also known for being very funny because while juggling, he would do a lot of silly things and tell jokes. W.C. Fields was by far the most popular or well-known juggler of the vaudeville era. As far as juggling these days goes, you can find jugglers all over the place. For example, you can find a juggler at the fair, at the circus, on television, at a birthday party, and even right here at Chapel Hill Academy. The other thing too, these days jugglers are very lucky. We have all kinds of different equipment to choose from. So right now, I'm going to get into some of the techniques as well as some of the equipment that is used by jugglers all around the world today. So let's begin with scarf juggling, which is very unusual and something you really don't see being done very often these days. However, there are a few jugglers who make scarf juggling part of their routine, and more importantly, scarf juggling is how most people get started when they're trying to learn how to juggle. And the reason for that, scarves are very light. They float through the air very slowly, which makes learning a lot easier. See how slow they go up and down? Now, the basic technique used for scarf juggling is called the claw, simply because you're clawing like a tiger, or a lion, or a bear, leopard, cheetah, jaguar, whatever other animal claws, I don't know. Now you know where the word claw comes from. I have to be honest with all of you. Unlike a lot of other jugglers, I did not learn how to juggle using scarves. I learned how to juggle the hard way. A couple minutes ago, I was telling you about my family vacation from Florida. Well, once I got back home, I remember being out in my backyard practicing with tennis balls and baseballs. And that was really hard at first. But like a lot of things in life, after a lot of hard work and practice and determination, I finally got the hang of it. Because the thing is, if I had known about juggling scarves back then, I'm sure I would have caught on much, much quicker. So right now, I have a scarf juggling demonstration for all of you.
Oh my God.
This is called using your head. There you have it, folks. Scarf juggling. Thank you so much. Next up, we have juggling balls, which are considered to be the most common or popular juggling prop these days. As a matter of fact, these are my personal favorite. When it comes to ball juggling, it's not important how many you do, but how you do it. The main thing is to have style. Two balls. With juggling, you can master pretty much anything, as long as you're willing to put in the time, the effort, and the practice. Take, for instance, the very difficult 2 balls with 1 hand. I wasn't kidding when I said 2 balls with 1 hand.
Is that a real hand?
All right, 2 balls with 1 hand, the real deal. Here we go.
Huh?
There's 3 different ways to juggle 2 balls with 1 hand. The first one being what you see right here, with both balls going straight up and down. Then you can make circles to the outside, like this. And finally, circles to the inside, like this. Thank you. Now, in order to call yourself a juggler, you have to be able to juggle at least 3 balls or objects. This, my friends, is juggling. What you see me doing right now is called a cascade, and this is considered to be the most basic juggling move out there. This is what every juggler learns first, before moving on to more advanced tricks or variations, such as the Statue of Liberty. The yo-yo. Does anyone own a cat at home?
Yes.
Okay, this next technique is for all the cat lovers. It's called the cat claw. Thank you. Does anyone play tennis? Oh, quite a few of you play. I see Casey plays. All right, that's good to see. All right, in that case, my next trick is for all the tennis buffs out there. Tennis juggling. Don't ask me what this is called because I have no clue. Don't ask me what this is called because I have no clue.
That looks like a rabbit.
This stuff is so easy. This stuff is so easy, I can do it with my eyes closed.
That's not doing it.
You want to see me do it on one foot?
Yeah.
How about the other foot?
Yeah.
How about both foots?
Yeah.
Juggling in a circle.
Jump up and down.
Jump up and down.
Jump up and down.
I got a tough crowd on my hands.
Jump up and down.
Jump up and down.
All right. The really cool thing with the juggling balls,
Jump up and down.
they bounce. As a matter of fact, a lot of jugglers like to incorporate bouncing tricks into their overall routines. Two. All 3. This last bounce trick was invented by yours truly. I hope you like it. Here it goes. Thank you. I'm going to end my 3-ball demonstration with a couple fancy tricks, just in case we have a couple jugglers in the crowd. Behind and the back. Ugh. Under the leg. Ugh.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Jump up and down. Oh my god.
Thank you.